Hello everybody and welcome to GetUsFree.com, a blog and YouTube channel dedicated to showing how current events are slowly eroding away our freedoms and how you can take them back. This video's topic, the gun control line. They want you to believe it. I'm posting this video in response to somebody who wanted to quote statistics to me on a Twitter argument I recently had, relating to gun violence as it pertains to the US, the UK, and Australia. Now, I personally generally try to stay away from arguments regarding statistics for two reasons. The first being, you can always twist statistics to say whatever you want it to say, and two, my arguments and my blog are based about principles, not numbers. In any case, this video will show why a single statistic is almost always misleading, and that while America may have a higher gun homicide rate, the rates of other violent crimes in America as compared to more gun-controlling countries tends to be much lower. The following are stats gathered from NationMaster, a statistical information gathering website that draws from numerous internet sources. For the purposes of this demonstration, I chose to add Canada, Mexico, and Switzerland as additional points of comparison between countries with strict to not so strict gun control. With respect to gun-related homicides, as you expect, the US tops the list at 3.7 per 100,000 people, followed by Mexico at 0.67, Switzerland at 0.52, Canada at 0.5, Australia at 0.09, and the UK at 0.04. Looking at this data, you would think that gun control makes a huge difference, but let's look a little deeper. With regard to total homicide rates, regardless of the tool used to do it, the listing goes as follows. The US at 4.8, Mexico at 3.6, Canada at 1.6, the UK at 1.2, Australia at 1.0, and Switzerland at 0.7. Looking at the numbers, the only wild switch in position was Switzerland, who jumped from third to last. Switzerland's citizens, by the way, are generally armed to the teeth, yet have the lowest total homicide rates of all the countries listed here. Since the rankings are generally the same in this category as compared to the previous gun-related homicide category, it seems to me that guns really don't make that much of a difference on the per capita number of deaths in any given country. People seem to be finding a way to get the job done regardless of whether they have a gun or not. Moving on to assault, which gun control nuts will totally ignore most of the time. The rankings are, go figure, the UK at 2.8, Australia at 2.4, Canada at 2.3, the US at 1.2, and the Switzerland at a 1. I could not find the Mexico assault statistics. Looking at these numbers, you see that the UK has more than twice the number of total assaults as does the US. You'll also see that as you look at the list, the countries with the strictest gun control top the list, while the pro-gun countries sit towards the bottom. Is this coincidence? I don't think so. Finishing up with the category of rate, we see that the list starts at the top with Australia at 1.0, the UK at 0.9, Canada at 0.8, Switzerland at 0.6, and the US at 0.4. Again, the top of the list is inhabited by strict gun-controlling nations, while the pro-gun nations sit toward the bottom. This is looking less like coincidence and more like statistical trend. My point with this video is to reiterate that you can always look for a single statistic and make a great argument for why you're right and everyone else is wrong. It isn't until you start looking with a broader view that you realize that your point of view doesn't hold water in the grand scheme of things. Does the US have more gun-related deaths per capita than most civilized countries? Sure! But keep in mind that our crime rate in general is also higher than everybody else. Getting rid of guns will not cure that. What about assaults and rapes? Should we get rid of guns so that our statistics in these areas can match the more gun-controlling nations? Trading a few homicides for significantly more incidents of violent crimes seems like an unreasonable request to me. So remember, statistics are bad and principles are good. Statistics can lead you down the path of deception while your principles stay true until the day that you die. Leave your statistics at home and just stand up for what you believe in. I hope you'll share this video with your friends and also visit my blog at www.getusfree.com. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you have a great day.